Hello everyone, this is Tiberius. We are streaming right now a tutorial for Civ6. Um, I just rolled a random Civ and got Brazil, so that's what we're going with for this game. I'm playing in on online speeds just so we can go through everything a little bit faster. The real game is gonna be played on quick, I believe. So the real things are gonna be a bit slower. But I thought it would be a good idea just to put on the fastest speed so we can cover more ground more quickly. So yeah, anyway, going into it. So this is the starting location. Just as like C5, you start with a settler and a warrior. And first thing first, let's evaluate the starting location. So the game provides you with some help where you can settle. One important thing about Civ6, this is a new mechanic introduced by Civ6 exclusively. It's fresh water. So previously, if you are familiar with Civ5, you would just look for the spot with with the highest yields or most resources. But here it's really important for you to or at least at first to settle next to fresh water that is next to a river, next to a lake. And you can see the game introduces some lenses. One of them is the settler lens. So you can see here all the green tiles have fresh water because they're next to um, a freshwater source, in this case a river, and the white tiles don't have access to fresh water. So you can see here this little house. This is actually the housing your city will get. We'll get into dig into that a little bit later. But yeah, basically you want to settle on fresh water because that it's gonna give you more housing and that's gonna help your population grow early. If you settle, say here, I don't know where, you won't have fresh water, so your growth will take a toll. So yeah, when you select the settler, there are a few recommended spots, and if you hover over them, they'll tell you what's good about them. So as you can see, one of the pros of this spot is it has access to fresh water. It also has luxuries like honey, bonus like cattle. It has some good first ring yields in the tiles. So this is important. You want to make sure the first two rings have good tiles, because these are the tiles that your city is gonna expand first to, unless you buy a tile. So this actually looks like a really good spot for settling. We got 3-1 tile here, 2-2, 2-2. So it's pretty good. So let's go ahead and settle. You just do it like in C5. So yeah. This is, one sec. Alright, so let's just explore a bit. So first we have to a technology. This is pretty straightforward, like C5. So to start with, we got these 5 technologies. I will get deep into that later. So, but one important thing you're gonna be looking for is the districts. So, for example, with writing, you unlock the campus. With astrology, you unlock the holy site. So I would normally not go for a religion in this case, but for the sake of illustration, we're gonna go for that. So this is we're playing right now on Prince, so it shouldn't be too hard to get a religion. But one thing you have to make sure is you get, if you want to get a religion, you need to get to astrology fast, because that way you can unlock the holy site, and the holy site is the only way that you can found a religion if you build one, or Stonehenge, which is in the same tech. So the other text is sailing, which we don't need now because we don't have coast yet. The pottery, which allows you to build granary, which improves your housing. Um, and it's generally good for food. Animal husbandry, which allows you to build pasturing camps, rebuild forests, and mining, which allows you to build mines and quarries. So you see here this little mark in the, well, not in these ones, but in the next text, you can see this little mark and a text below. This is the something called the Eureka. So if it's kind of some feats you have to accomplish, and you if you accomplish them, you get a boost to that text. So, for example, in the case of astrology, that is find the natural wonder. So we definitely want to prioritize that. So I'm gonna go ahead and start researching astrology now. There's also a new addition to the Civ6, which is the Civics tree, which is kind of an alternate tech tree, but it allows you to unlock social policies. So right now, if we go to the Civics tree, there's only one civic you can research, which is Code of Laws, and that's going to take us 8 turns, and then we'll branch out and dig deeper into this. Okay, so next thing is production. So also pretty straightforward, very similar to Civ5. You got your initial building, which is a monument. It gives culture and loyalty. We'll talk about loyalty later, but it's basically the same as the monument in Civ5. It's very similar. We can't produce a settler yet because we only have one pub. Settlers work differently in Civ6. Instead of halting growth while you're producing a settler, your growth continues, but you lose a population point once the settler is complete. So obviously we cannot go below population 1, so that's why we can't build a settler yet. A builder, which is kind of a worker, but it has some special features. We'll go into that later too. The scout for exploration, the warrior, and the slinger, which is kind of a weaker version or earlier version of an archer. It only has a range of 1 and is a little bit weaker. So, but since we want to go and try to get the Eureka for astrology, we're gonna start with the scout. Generally, well, if you're familiar with Civ, it's generally a good idea to start with scout to find goody huts, which are some villages that are spread throughout the map, and if you're the first to get them, you get a bonus. So yeah, let's do that. Let's see, we're working. By the way, I have some UI mods available, but yeah, we're working the tutu file tile. So that's good. Obviously, food is for population growth. Production is to produce. So, for example, this scout costs 15. So this is gonna help. This production is gonna help get that out quicker. So yeah, let's go to next turn. Keep exploring with this guy. Okay, so yeah, one thing it's important. The movement has also changed from Civ5. So previously, if you played Civ5, then you could, for example, move this worker here into this flat tile and then move it into the hill, because you've got two movement points, and if you go here to the flat tile, it consumes one, and you have, actually hills and rainforest and woods cost two movement points. So in Civ 5 you would have 1 point spending this, and then even though you only had one left, you could go into a hill. So in Civ 6 it works differently. So you need to have, in order to go to a hill tile or a wood tile, you need to have at least two movement points. So for example, if I were to go here to this flat tile, I would only have one movement point left, so I wouldn't be able to go to the hill. So yeah, let's keep exploring. Next turn, we'll go into all this stuff later as we go. So yeah, for example, here's what I'm saying. So the tool says you can go here because it's flat, but you can't get here. It will take you 2 turns. And it's because of what I was explaining earlier. So yeah, this is a tribal village. What I mentioned earlier. If we get it, we get a boost, something. Okay, so our scout is done. I actually played a couple turns of this game earlier, so I know in which direction to go to find a natural wonder quick. And here we find this is a barbarian. They work pretty much the same as in Civ 5. They're hostile and they'll attack you on sight. But barbarian encampments work a little different in this game, because what you'll have usually is a spearman defending the encampment per se, and the encampment produces scouts. And if the scout reaches a city, for example, if it sees this city, it will go on alert. So it will, a little exclamation point will appear here above the scout, and they will run back to the encampment and let the encampment know that there's a city here, and that's when the encampment will start producing warriors and slingers and all that to go attack your city. So you generally wanna, if you wanna keep barbarians in check, you wanna keep scouts from spotting your city, and if they do, you wanna catch them as quick as possible so they don't run back and tell the encampment, because then you're gonna be in trouble because you're gonna get attacked. So yeah, let's get this goodie hat, and we got 20 gold, not the best goodie hat, but something. So now let's go ahead. I think we're gonna get a monument, yeah, for culture. So next turn. So yeah, they went here, so they haven't seen my city yet, but if they were to move into any of these tiles, the city would be spotted. So I'm not gonna worry about that for now. Just gonna keep exploring. Sorry. So yeah, we've got some pretty decent city locations here. So as you know, fresh water, very important. We have high yield tiles, so this area may be a good spot for a second city, perhaps. Another thing you wanna look for when you're settling is that you don't settle in flatland. So for example, you've got this area right here which has a ton of food, but as you can see, the production is very lacking, and until you reach the medieval era, there's really not a very good method of generating production other than working hills and mines or resources. So yeah, this city is gonna have very poor production for a big portion of the game if you settle it early on. It can be a good city later because it has the floodplains and you can build dams and industrial zones and well, things we'll talk about later. But yeah, so this is a good spot. Not a lot of food, but generally great production. Civ6 emphasizes in production a lot. It's a really important resource, even more so than food, which was uh, the prime resource in Civ5. In Civ5, for example, you could get this city growing super quickly, and then you get specialists and all sorts of things. So that would give you a boost, but not in this one. In this one, specialists are not as important as placing districts. That's also another important thing you're gonna uh, wanna check out when you're picking up a settling spot. So yeah, we'll also talk about that later. So to go into districts, they are placed on the map. That's a new addition. The game also have. You don't build everything in the city center. You have to spread and use the tiles around you to place your districts. So yeah, for example, you can hover over the holy site, and the output, the fate output of the holy site, it's gonna depend on its location. So you can see it gets +2 fate if it's built adjacent to a natural wonder, +1 fate if it's adjacent to a mountain, +1 fate uh, for every 2 adjacent woods. So, for example, if I were not playing as Brazil, these 2 woods, if I placed a holy site here, these 2 woods would give that holy site +1 fate. To adjacency from district tiles. So if you build, for example, a holy site here and a campus here, and another district here, campus or whatever, it's gonna get adjacency bonus from these 2 districts, and it's so yeah. Well, Government Plaza, which is a special kind of district, and Pamukkale, which is a natural wonder. So, because we're playing as Brazil, we can look up Brazil here. So yeah, the special ability of Brazil is that rainforest tiles provide +1 adjacency bonus for campus, commercial hub, holy site, and theater square, and +1 appeal. Well, I'll talk about appeal later instead of the usual -1. So yeah, since we're playing as Brazil, each rainforest gives +1 adjacency to the holy site. So this is actually a pretty good spot for that. So because it will get +1 from the 2 woods, and it will get +1 from each of these rainforests. So it will be +1 from the 2 woods, and 1, 2, 3, 4 rainforests. That's gonna be a +5 holy site. So that's a really good spot for it. But before we can do that, we actually have to get rid of the cows here. So that is something that comes with animal husbandry. So I'm gonna go ahead and switch real quick to animal husbandry, also because we are close to getting the Eureka. So once a good tactic is if you reach the point where this sort of incomplete bar hit this point, you might want to switch out because then you can complete that tag just by getting the Eureka, and we'll see that happen in a few. So yeah, let's go ahead and switch. Next turn. Go ahead and go here. Another Goody Hut. Oh, so yeah, you can see here the scout move here. So this is the exclamation point, and yeah, that we have been spotted. So wherever that barb camp is, he's gonna go running back, and he's gonna tell his friends that we're here. So it appears it's here. This looks like this scout's barb, so that's pretty unfortunate. Probably shouldn't have done that. Move the scout so quickly, but it's fine. This unit has got this guy under control. We have met a city state, so city states, well, they're similar to what Civ5 has to offer. They give you missions. So, for example, Preslav wants to us to trigger a Eureka for astrology, which is great because that was our plan anyway. And we got a few notifications. So barbarians, the goody hut, we have met a city state, and this. Because we were the first ones to meet this guy, we got a free envoy with the city state. And what is an envoy? The envoy is sort of the replacement to the influence in Civ5. So if you wanna get bonuses from the city states, you have to send envoys. So, for example, this is a militaristic city state, so it will give, for example, because we got the free envoy, we got two production in the capital when producing units. If we complete this mission, we'll get another envoy, and as you get envoys, the bonuses will improve. So once you get to 3, it gets extra productions to barracks or stable, which is a military building. Then if you go to 6, you get 2 extra production for armories, which are also a military building. And if you have at least 3 envoys and more than anyone else. So, say for example, I have 4 and another civilization has 5. I won't get the suzerainty because the other civilization has 4 more than me, and I'm not getting suzerainty right now because I only got 1 envoy and I need at least 3. So it's basically suzerainty is the same as being allied with a city-state if in Civ5 terms, and each city-state gets a unique gives a unique bonus to their suzerain. So these are all different. It's not like Civ5, which if you befriended a military state, then they'll give units. No, each city state has its own unique bonus. So, for example, the Preslav unique bonus is +2 loyalty per turn in cities with an encampment building. Not a great one, but it's always nice to be friends with these guys. Also because you get if you're for each suzerain you have, you get +1 diplo favor. This diplo favor is sort of like of a currency you can spend in the World Congress to pass resolutions. So it's not just about getting the bonus. So it's also the diplomatic favor is also really nice. So even if you don't find the unique bonus too appealing, it's usually a good idea to befriend as many city states as possible. Well, the other bonuses you get also, it's very similar to Civ5. You share line of sight. They join you when you go into war. You can levy their military, so that's you can pay some gold to take control of their units for a limited amount of time. So I usually don't use that, but if you're that aggressive type of player, it can be really nice, especially because some city states are really good at producing units, especially militaristic ones. So yeah. There also appears to be another one here, so we'll check that out soon. Continuing on. Okay, so because as you can see here, we discovered a new continent. So continents here work differently too. It's not just the landmass. kind of Europe, Asia sort of continent style. Although they are in the same landmass, they're different continents. So in here too. So as you can see, we have Asia. We're in Asia right now, which is well, this is the continent lands. So this is the purple continent, and this sort of light purple or red, I don't know what color that is the continent of Siberia. So yeah, even though the same landmass, it's different continents, and that actually got us an inspiration. So, as you can see, the foreign trade civic has been boosted because we discovered a second continent. So, inspirations are work the same as Eureka's, but they're for civics. So, yeah, we got a boost to that, which is really nice. This will allow us to build trade routes and unlock additional policies. So, yeah, that's good. Let's dismiss this with right click. Oh yeah, this is also there's a lot of new stuff we need to cover. Sorry if this is going a little bit slow, but it's really a lot of changes. So here we got an event, which is a special event for which we get era score. So because we discovered a new continent, we also get era score, in this case 4. So you can see this sort of bar here. So this is as you get error score, this fills up. And you can check here in the history timeline which events have given you error score. So this first is because we got the goody hat, and this other 4 is because we discovered a new continent. So now we have 5. And when this fills up, you need to this determines which age you're gonna get in the next era. So you can either get a dark age, normal age, or a golden age. You can also see the details here. So this timer depends on the progress, the overall progress of civilization. So if people start getting classical era checks and or civics, this will progress faster as the overall Civ progresses. So right now you can see if you get 0 to 7 era score, you'll get a dark age. I'll get into the details of this later, but not terrible to get a dark age in the first eras. In fact, there are many players that purposefully try for a dark age because that enables something else in the next era. A normal age, which is if you get between 8 and 18, well, it's kind of the nothing special happens in that era, and then a golden age if you get more than 19 in this case era score, and that will allow you to your cities get more loyalty. The You get to pick dedication, which is sort of a special bonus, and golden age dedications are really strong. Um, so it's also good to aim for this. I don't think we're gonna get one for Brazil because they are not that really strong in the ancient era. More likely we're getting a normal age. And why would you purposefully try to not to get to a normal age and stay in a dark age in the ancient era? Because if you after a dark age, let's say we get a dark age in the classical era, then if you manage to get a golden age in the next era, that is the medieval, then you will get, if you transition from a dark age into a golden age, then you will get a heroic age, which is like a super strong golden age. It will let you pick 3 of the golden age dedications. So that's really strong. That's why some players like to go for a dark age in the classical, because dark age really the highest penalty of the dark age is your cities are less loyal. But since the map is pretty spread out, that's not a big deal in the classical era. So yeah, obviously we're well. It's very hard for us not to get a dark age right now, because we are already at 5 out of 8, and when we discover the natural wonder, we'll probably go up to 9. So yeah, that's not happening in this game, but it's a good strategy in general if you want to try it out. Oh, so yeah, actually, when at the city state, they came to us, so that's really nice. We're also the first one to meet them, so once again, we get the free envoy. They want us to trigger a Eureka for writing, which is easy one to get, because the Eureka for writing is just to meet another civilization, so that should happen sometime soon. So we're on our way to get 2 envoys each with these guys, which is really nice. And Zanzibar is a really good suzerain to have in my opinion, because the unique bonuses is you get some luxury resources, which give you sort of the Civ6 happiness, which is amenities. So yeah, why don't we take this time to look into housing and amenities. So yeah, so you go here, you see you have 2 out of 6, we have 2 out of 6 housing and +1 amenities. So if we go to these details, it will tell you why we have those and what are they for. So yeah, you can see here the detail of the food surplus, because we are below the housing cap. We are not getting any penalties to growth. If we were above that housing cap, so for example, if we had settled not in a freshwater site, our housing would be just, let's see here, yeah, so you can see here we're actually getting 5 housing from water and 1 from buildings. So if we weren't on this tile, we would I think we would only have 1 housing, so we would be above the cap, and our population growth would start um, to take a hit. So even if you have a huge food surplus, if you are above or near your housing cap, that's not gonna be very helpful, because you'll be stuck. So housing is kind of a soft cap to your population. So right now, what this is telling us is your city can, as of right now, grow to a maximum of 6 pop. That's not really true, because you can technically go above 6 pop with which 6 housing, but it's gonna be a lot harder to get there. So generally, if you want to keep growing, you wanna take you wanna keep track of this housing. And amenities, it's kind of the Civ6 replacement for happiness. Um, it's local. It's not global anymore. There's no global empire happiness. Uh, so yeah, it's not as bad as happiness in Civ 5, because if your cities are unhappy, unless it's terrible, it won't be that much of a trouble. So right now, because we're happy, uh, we have 1 amenity, and right now we require 0. So the city's happy. We're getting extra yields from that. So while it's not terrible to have negative amenities, well, it's not. It's these bonuses are also nice. So that's why Zanzibar is a good suzerain to have, because it really helps keep your cities happy. And you can see here amenities we're getting is from entertainment, and that's actually coming from our palace. So that's the capital gets extra happiness, gets extra housing too, and well, a little bit of yields, just like the C5 ones. The capital is usually stronger. Um, so yeah, so right now the amenities required, I believe, it's complex formula, but it's generally if you have three population, you need one. If you have five population, you need two. If you have seven population, you need three, and so on. So every two population starting at three, you need an extra amenity to keep your city from being unhappy. And you get that from buildings, also luxury resources. So one luxury resource actually can give an extra amenity to four cities, and that gets auto managed. You don't have to micromanage that. So you, for example, if we had this honey connected, you don't get to say, well, the amenities go to this city and this other and this other. No, the game does that automatically. Um, okay, let's keep moving. So let's go towards the goodie hut. Let's go here.
Then weave
so
the
yeah,
web of the
here's
mystic measure from the depths of the
natural
sky and the
wonder.
ends of the earth.
We found the
Come, swift
Gobustan,
spirits of
which
might and of
is
pleasure, fill the dance and the music
wow.
of mirth.
Let's wait for Champagne to stop talking. Okay. So this is this gives tree culture and one production, all these styles. But more importantly, we got our Eureka towards astrology, which is really nice. So yeah, let's keep working towards animal husbandry because we need to get rid of these cows anyway. If we want to put the district here. So yeah. Oh, the other thing about districts is you can't put them on rainforest or woods unless you have the required technology to remove those. Same goes for resources. You can't remove luxury resources, so unfortunately, we can't place a district here. So yeah, for example, if I wish to put a district here, I would have to research, I believe, yeah, Burns working, which allows chopping rainforests. And if I want to put in a district in these woods, for example, I would have to get mining, so I can chop the woods. And if you intend to place a district above one of these, you probably want to chop them first. If you chop the woods, you get a production boost. If you chop the jungle, you get a um, food and production boost. But if you place a district over them, the woods get chopped, but you don't get the boost. So it's usually a good idea to do a bit of forward planning and try to get a builder there to chop the woods where you plan to put your district, or the rainforest, or the marsh even. The marsh gives you food, but so yeah, in this case, we want to harvest the cattle. This will give us food, and we'll be able to place a holy site district here. So one thing is useful is the map pins that usually helps you remember where you want to place things. So let's place, for example, you can place the pin of the holy site, and then you'll remember you want to put a holy site here. And you can even name it, I'm gonna name it +5 because that's the adjacency we're gonna get from it. Again, one from the woods and 4 from each one of these rainforests.
It is not wisdom,
okay, so we
but
completed
authority that
Code of
makes
Laws.
a law.
This allows us to pick our first social policies. Well, this is getting a lot slower than I thought, but it's just a lot of ground to cover. So yeah, every time you unlock a civic, you get to change your policies, and the policy slots here you can see there's military, economic, diplomatic, and wildcard. Right now, because we achieved them, we only get one military and we one economic. There are some civs that which unique ability is to get more of this. They get a free military or a free wildcard, even a free diplomatic, I believe. I don't remember. So yeah, these things they you can put the cards in them. Um, so we start with this four. So obviously the red ones go into the red thing, and the yellow ones go into the red. So what we're gonna do? Survey I usually don't go for because experience for recon units it's hard to get. So it's generally I usually go for discipline, which gives you extra strength, combat strength versus barbarians. So let's go and equip that. You can drag the cards or you can double click on them. So the economic ones are urban planning, which gives you +1 reduction in cities, which is really good. But right now, because we are going for a religion, and more importantly, you want to found a pantheon as soon as possible because it's generally a good idea to get a pantheon fast, so you can pick first, just like in Civ 5, and you do that by accumulating fate. So I don't know what this isn't showing, but so yeah, because we want fate, I'm gonna go ahead and equip equip God King. So again, you can drag them or you can double click on them, and they'll automatically go into this. As you advance your governments, you get additional policy cards, also unique bonuses. So yeah, this comes as you advance into the game. So for example, we only have two right now. When we hit classical governments, we'll get four, and different layout depending on the type of government you get. So for example, classical republic has two economic but no military. Autocracy has two military but no diplomatic, and every one of them has a wild card, which is basically you can put whatever you want in there. So oh, I forgot to commit. So yeah, you have to click on confirm policies, or otherwise, if you exit, it won't save. And once you confirm, you gotta be certain these are the ones you want, because once you hit confirm, you won't be able to change them until you research your next civic. So right now we're stuck with these two until we get either of these. So to advance government, you have to go through the civics tree. So you can see here with the civic political philosophy, you unlock the three classical governments, which will allow you to use more policy cards. Each civic also gives you additional policy cards. So that's something you wanna look at when you are choosing which civic to research. Um, so yeah, ahead where you got monarchy here, which is medieval, theocracy, exploration, Renaissance. So yeah, as you advance through these, you unlock more powerful governments and policy cards. Okay, let's get this. Okay, so this gave us a free scout, which is nice. I'm gonna go exploring here. Let's keep exploring through here. Okay, so time for picking a civic. Since we don't have a second city yet, and this, well, I guess we could send trade routes to these guys. Yeah, I may go for this. So this unlock trade routes. Also, this policy cards, which gives you extra gold from trade routes and extra production from naval units, which we can use right now because we don't have any coasts. Um, and this other one, which is I think it's generally better, but well, we can work around it. So let's go with this. We got the boost already, so that should help us get it faster. And this is how do I say this? Oh yeah, here it is. So yeah, if you want to get the Pantheon, you have to get 12 faith. So that's why I equipped the God King policy card, so we can start working towards that. Once we get our holy side, we'll get more faith, but that's still far away. We have to remove these cows and everything.
I am fond of pigs. Dogs look up to us. Cats look down on us. Pigs treat us as equals.
Okay, so we got animal husbandry. We can now get rid of the cows. Mm. I think I'm gonna go back with this guy because we have this scouting party, which will help with exploration. Yeah, anyway, from here, this guy's sadly his friends got killed, so he has nowhere to run. But we wanna take care of this because if we send a trade route through here, he's gonna want to plunder it. So that's not good. So we probably wanna chase him down. Let's finish up astrology. We finished the monument, so that gives us extra culture. You see, we're now finishing this in 3 turns, which is really nice. So yeah, let's get our builders so we can get rid of this cattle. Okay, here's a thing that comes with the Gathering Storm, which is a natural disaster. This is a dust storm, which will damage your buildings, units, and cities if it gets to them. But it will also fertilize tiles, which means it will give them extra yield. So you'll soon see this barren desert with no yields have like one production or something. And it can move in any direction really. So for example, we can move here and hurt our warrior, or move here and hurt our city. If we had any improvements, it would probably pillage or destroy them. So you want to keep an eye out for that. There's nothing much you can do about it, at least not now. But yeah, that's how they work. For example, in these floodplains, this river could flood, and they also damage units, buildings, improvements. But it would give these tiles extra yields. Okay, so let's actually go explore with them. That's a large mountain range. Let's chase this guy with this one, so we can safely move a trade route through here, perhaps.
I don't believe in astrology.
Okay,
I'm a Sagittarius, and we're skeptical.
So you can see the storm moved. Sadly, no tiles gain fertility. That sometimes happens. So this guy is a little bit in danger, but this should clear out in a bit, especially because it moved out of the desert. So I said I was gonna go back, but I kind of want to keep exploring this area. Especially since this guy seems blocked off from here. Let's see if this continues. So yeah, okay, we got a promotion for this guy, probably because we discovered the natural wonder. Recon units get experience from combat and from discovering things like natural wonders, goody huts, that sort of stuff. City states, I believe, too. So what we're gonna do actually is um, cross the river, so we don't get that combat penalty. You can see down below my scouts getting -2 strength from. Actually, what? Wait. Oh no, no. His scout is getting -2 strength from being on a flat plane style, but it's getting +5 from river defense. We're getting +5 combat strength because of the police card. So yeah, let's just cross the river and get rid of that penalty. Okay, now research. I want. I guess Potter would be nice, so we can get writing and build a campus. Uh, that will also help with. Uh, yeah, no, let's get this. This also will allow us to build a granary, which gives us more food and more housing. So you can build this building to improve your population cap. Okay, let's go ahead.
Every nation lives by exchanging.
So here you can see the storm clear out. It tells you here too. One tile again fertility. I don't know which one. Probably this one. Yeah, you see this 1-1. The plain hills are normally 1 foot 1 production, and this got 1 extra production. So that's the positive side of natural disasters. Now, so yeah, let's keep exploring through here. Go here, into here. Let's attack this guy. I'm not gonna promote right now because really the promotions for this guy are just faster movement. You don't get any combat strength for recon units early on, so I'm just gonna attack this guy. I'm also gonna, because if he comes here, he's gonna be a bother for a builder. Okay, so I think this is a good time to explain what changes between workers and builders. Workers from Civ5 and builders from Civ6. So actually, builders have, you can see here, a number of build charges. They start normally with 3. You can improve that with policies or wonders. But so yeah, so what this means is they can do 3 improvements or chops, and then they're gone. Now it's not like in C5 where you get the worker and you just perpetually have them improving, and then in the late game there's a bunch of idle workers, so you have to delete them. So yeah, I think it's an improvement certainly, and you need to invest in improving your tiles. So I think that's good. So what we're going to do with this builder, I think, is well, get rid of the cattle, obviously, because we want to please the holy site. We're gonna improve this honey, so we get the luxury resource and some extra yields. And yeah, maybe improve this. I don't know. I may want to harvest this because this seems like a good spot for a district, especially because we got these three rainforests that will give adjacency. So maybe a commercial hub would be nice here. Commercial hubs are the economic district. You can unlock them with currency, and they give you money. They also allow you to, if you build a market, which is the building for the commercial hub, they give you an extra trade route, and it's actually pretty easy to get the Eureka, which is just making a trade route. And so yeah, that's another thing you that changes. Obviously, specialty districts also have buildings in them. So, for example, a library, which you would build in the city center in Civ 5, you actually need a campus in order to build one of these. Same with the market, you need a commercial hub to build the market. So you wanna choose wisely which districts you're placing. Also, because there's a limit to how many districts you can place. So I think the first for placing your first district, you need at least three population, and then for your second one, you need five, I think. Then for your third one, you need three, and for your fourth one, you need 11. So it really goes up, and you wanna uh, pick which ones you want to place and where. So yeah, I think this is a good spot for the commercial hub, because commercial hubs get +2 gold from being adjacent to a river, and this rainforest will give them +3. So this will actually be a +5 commercial hub. Um, so yeah, let's go, and before we could forget, let's go and go with the commercial hub. This will using district charges to improve harvest and harvest is gonna actually hurt our chances of getting the inspiration for craftsmanship. That's a hard word. uh, because you need to improve the tree tiles, and actually harvesting or chopping does not count as an improvement. So we're probably not gonna get that, but we're gonna research it anyway. So yeah, let's go move here, and let's start. Okay, so actually wanted to purchase a slinger. So if this in case the scout come here, so like this builder can be protected, and that's only 65 gold. So that's we have enough money to do that. Another reason I wanted to purchase this slinger is because I wanted to go and try to get the Eureka for archery, which is kill a unit with a slinger. Uh, so yeah, let's do that, and let's start. Let's get a trader real quick. Uh, there's only a trader unit in Civ 6. There's no trade route and cargo ship like in Civ 5. So actually, this covers all your trade route types. It can go into Civ needed. Um, another thing that changes in Civ 6 is roads. Roads don't get built by builders. You can build them later, I think, with military engineers, which come much later into the game. But actually, the ones that build the roads as they go are the traders. So, for example, if I send a trade route to Zanzibar, as the trader moves, they're going to leave the road behind. So that's also another use you can give to them, because obviously in Civ, when you have roads, your units will be able to move faster. If you unlock certain tech, your roads will automatically build bridges along rivers, so you don't get the movement penalty from that. So yeah, let's get this real quick, especially because we'll still have a couple of turns before these get removed, and we can place our holy site. Um, okay, so yeah, because we researched the foreign trade civic, we got this extra trade route slot. Um, so yeah. Uh, I'm gonna check the Discord a little bit. I don't know if you guys want me to stop. It's been 1 hour. Uh, so, okay, so there's some people here saying I'm now the dictator. Yes, bro, to your overlord. But if you guys are okay with it, I'm gonna just continue a bit more. So I'm gonna try to not stop as often from now on, just so we can get some progress. As you can see, it's a lot of stuff to cover. So yeah, I'm gonna attack here. This guy has a range of 1. Quickly try to kill him. Let's cut him off here. Um, go here, and this, well, we could improve this, but we actually want to harvest this. So you can see it gives extra food, and we'll remove the cattle from the tile. So yeah, next turn we'll want to place the holy site there. And since I got movement points, I'm gonna go ahead and promote. Promoting heals you a little bit, I think. I think it heals you 50 health points, but it also takes away all your movement points. So it's a good moment to promote. So I want to move him to move faster in the woods. Let's actually go back with this guy. Okay, so we found our third
No
city
man
state.
ever wetted clay and then left it.
Yeah. We got pottery, and we got the inspiration for political philosophy, which was to make 3 city states. Let's go. Keep going back. Okay, so he's running. I don't think he can get to me here because this will cost him too much movement points. So I think we can safely move here. Oh, we only can send the trade route there. That's not too bad. 3 gold, the road here. Yeah, I think that's acceptable. So let's do that. Okay, let's move the slinger here. Keep chasing this guy. Keep chasing this guy. Move him around to keep exploring. Okay, so since we were not the first to meet them, you can see we didn't get the free envoy. They want us to get the recover wheel. We already got the extra envoy with this guy. So there should be a civilization around here. Okay. I think I'm gonna go for yeah, writing, because that also leads to currency, which I want. And over here, oh yeah, we're gonna place the holy site definitely. So you can see this is +5. We can remove the pin now. Okay, so once you place a district, you cannot remove it. I think we will have a mod that allows the districts to be removed in actual Mark 7 game. But in general, without mods, you can't remove them. So this is final. This is gonna stay in this style forever. So you really want to be careful with where you place those. Another thing is if obviously a new resource is not gonna pop here because we just remove the tile, but if a resource happened to pop here, say this was an iron deposit or or horses appear here, the district automatically exploits them, so you're gonna get them in your resources when they appear. Another thing, I knew I said I was gonna try to go faster, but this thing is really important. So once a district is placed, the cost of the district is locked. What does that mean? As you advance through the tech tree and eras and the game generally, districts become more expensive, and each copy of each district. So, for example, if we had another city and we wanted to build another holy site, but we've already got this one, that second holy site is gonna be more expensive, and so on. So, locking the cost is really a good strategy. So once you place the district, the cost will not go up. So for example, if I just wanted to place this here and work on something else, like I don't know, a granary or whatever, uh, this would not increase the cost of this district because it's already placed. If I went ahead and worked on the granary and put the holy site later, then probably the cost is going to increase. So it's generally a good idea to place your districts. Yeah, to place your districts even if you don't plan on building them straight away. So to lock their costs. Yeah, currency because we establish a trade route. Yeah, so they went here. That's a pain. So let's first improve this one. These guys are so sneaky. Let's try and go here. Oh, another city-state. We were the first to meet them in Kodaro. Is really, it's also good. Mohenjo-daro allows you to ignore the freshwater requirement. So even if you sell, I don't know, here in the middle of the desert, you will still get. If you're suzerain of this guy, you will still get the extra housing from freshwater. Let's put this guy. I kind of want to go here because I think there's civilization here, but I'm scared my guy's gonna be trapped if this border expands here. So you only get open borders with city states if they're, I think, if you're their suzerain. I think I might be mistaken, but yeah, let's just go this way. Like we may not be able to boost this thing. So what do we want to build now? We are doing okay in housing, so we don't really need a granary right now. So I think it's a good time to start working on a settler and put our second city. Jesus Christ. Oh, crap, I think I fucked up. Because these guys ignore. Well, normally you have zone of control, which is similar to Civ 5, but I think the range units don't have zone of control, so he's gonna be able to capture him next turn. Let's see if we can have some bait things. So maybe we allow him to capture him. We kill him with the slinger, and then we capture him with the scout. This might be a little risky. I don't know if he can run further. But anyway, if he runs, I think we can catch him. So yeah, let's just bait this guy. Go across the river and improve this. Oh man, this spot is just amazing. Like, look at these tiles. I may want to put a city here sometime.
Without craftsmanship, inspiration is a mere reed shaken in the wind.
Yeah, so we unlock this. I'm not gonna change policies because I want to. Well, maybe I do. I'm gonna keep God King because we haven't gotten our Pantheon yet, but I'm gonna plug in a Goji, which is a production boost towards units. We're not fighting that many barbarians, so I think that +5 combat strength is not that useful. Okay, so he didn't take the bait, but I think we can trap him. He may run here, so let's go here and here. Oh my god, so many spices. And rainforest too, because I mean this is like got started with Brazil because you have these spices which are amazing resources. Imagine if this is an improved. Imagine if you got an improvement here and then you get also the adjacency bonus. Like this is a killer holy cider campus because you are adjacent to three mountains. Both campuses and holy sites get adjacency bonuses from mountains. So you get this tree and then three from the rainforest. Oh, that's Jesus. Yeah, this would be a +6 campus or holy site just from this, plus the amazing yields. Uh, let's go ahead. Oh shit, I didn't build a holy site. I forgot. I was showing how you could. I don't know why you switched that. So yeah, let's get state workforce because we're gonna finish the specialty district soon. Somebody built a great bat, which is a wonder. Okay, so now we can kill him, I think. Yeah. So we got the a boost for archery. That's nice. So let's keep exploring. Oh man, I definitely want to see it here. Okay, we got. Oh, I didn't mean to improve that one. Well, anyway, I think that's good. We got the boost for horseback riding, so that's nice, I guess. So second city, I think I'm gonna put it somewhere around here. Sorry, we don't got that many rainforests here, so I might try to. This is too far though. Maybe around here, yeah. Okay, barbarian encampment. So you definitely don't want to send out an unscorted settler here because he'll get captured. So yeah, you can see how the okay. We got super rare score because we have super holy site. You get this when you build a district with a lot of adjacency. Since we got well, you can see in the tooltip there. Since we got the +5 holy site, we got that. We also boosted state warfare. So yeah, as you can see, it's a lot of this game is a lot about synergizing your progress uh, with the boosts and everything. Okay, let's go here. Let's finish our settler. Keep exploring around here. So yeah, this guy because of the promotion moves a lot faster in this kind of terrain. Let's put this guy here. It's kind of like keep watching these tiles unless some barbarians pop up. So yeah, I think I'm gonna risk it and try to go here. See if we can meet another guy. Although we already got the technology research, so that may not be worth it. But yeah, let's see anyway. Just playing some,
Writing
not
is easy.
really trying
All you
to
have to
play
do
that
is cross out
optimally.
the wrong words. It is equally important to have a happy and engaged workforce as it is to have a profitable bottom line.
Yeah, why don't we have? Okay, we can found a fountain now, so we can switch policies now. We have 12 already. Okay, so we can get rid of this. I think I'll get. Uh, yeah, I don't know. I think this one. Get some extra count. Okay. keep moving. You're gonna promote, so I'm gonna take volley, which gives you extra strength. We definitely want currency so we can place our commercial hub. So yeah, you can see here we're at a normal age. We need 19 towards a golden age, so we may be able to get there, but I wouldn't bet on it. Let's get early empire because that gets us closer to political philosophy and just unlock more powerful governments. Okay, so we can found a pantheon. So I think we can go a little bit overkill in this scenario, and besides the Brazil adjacency bonus to rainforest, we can actually get an extra +1 freight from adjacent rainforest tiles. So if we get this, this will be a +9 holy site, which is insane. Actually, there are some really good ones too. Like there's uh, Earth Goddess, which gives extra faith from breathtaking appeals. I don't think we have breathtaking tiles. I don't think we have many of those. So, well, let's take a moment and talk about it real quick. So there's this thing called appeal, which is kind of how beautiful your tiles are. So you can see next to mountains, on the coast, generally next to woods, generally are good appeal tiles. Rainforests usually reduce appeal, but because we're Brazil, that doesn't really happen. I think the marsh also gives less appeal. So yeah, we don't have many breathtaking appeals here. Just the mountains, which we can't work anyway. So that if you have a start with a lot of breathtaking appeals, like you're just next to a lot of mountains with a nice coastline or whatever, that might be a good pantheon to pick, but not in this case. There's also one that gives you a free settler, but I think that was picked already by someone else. So yeah, we're gonna get this overkill. So yeah, this is gonna be real powerful, especially if we combine it with a religious belief later on. So holy sites get +1 at fate. Yeah. So you can see now this now +9 for a holy site. That's like insane amount of faith. Okay, so yeah, the holy site. So, what? How do you found a religion in this game? I haven't talked about it yet, and this is why the holy site is important. So, if we go to the building list here, you can see that the holy site produces +1 great prophet point per turn. So these are also important to produce great people. Uh, Holy sites allow you to produce great prophets. Campuses allow you to produce great scientists. Commercial hubs, great merchants. It's pretty straightforward. And buildings in the districts also produce great people points. So in order to fund our religion, we need to get a great prophet, and this works differently from Civ5. You can only get one great prophet in the game, so you can only use the only action a great prophet can do is found the religion. So once all great prophets are founded, you can no longer get any. So it's kind of an early race. You see here, this guy is actually it's probably gonna be the first one to find a religion because he already got 2 great people points and has got progress. We only got one, but overall we are on our way. Especially in this low difficulty, I don't think it should be too hard to find a religion. So as you can see. Well, I don't remember where you see how many religions you can get, but I think it's because we're playing on a small map. I believe. I think it's three. So yeah. So we definitely after this settler, we wanna get started on a shrine. So let's go ahead and you can queue stuff just like in Civ 5. So let's go ahead and queue this so we get there that religion faster. Oh yeah, so yeah, as you can see, there's also uh, well the other type of great people, which also, as I said, you get points to them with towards them because when you build districts that. So we probably got Russia in this game because he's there's someone getting great profit points and great rally points. So I think that may be Russia. Okay, let's go here. Where do I want to put the city? I don't know. Actually, I know I said this was a poor city location, but I kind of want to get closer to this, so I might uh, put it here. This is gonna have some terrible production starting, but yeah, I guess we'll have to work with that. Okay, so there's the prompt. The ancient era ends in 10 turns, so uh, this thing is gonna be determined in 10 turns. That is fixed now because a lot of people are nearing that era. Uh, so yeah, so let's go, I think, here. Maybe this would be a better spot because we got the rainforest, we got the spice too. We're near the what you call it, the natural wonder. So yeah, I think I might go here instead. Okay, so yeah, one thing I said at the beginning is you really want to pay attention to your first ring yields and your second ring yields because well if we were playing Civ 5, probably the game engine would spot this super tile right here and try to grow towards that, and we could get this real fast. But the way cultural expansion works in this game is before you can reach any of the third ring tiles, you actually have to get all of the second ones first. You can buy third ring tiles if you want to, but the cultural expansion of borders goes in order. So it grabs the tiles in the second ring first. But since we got a lot of money, let's go ahead and buy that tile because it's a really good one, like for food and two production. Oh my god. uh, so yeah, I'm gonna switch out of early empire real quick because we're gonna hit 6 population real soon when we this grows to 5 and we sell this here. So I want to push that. So let's get, I guess, mysticism works towards that. Work towards that. Oh, so I forgot to to appoint a governor, I think, in the last turn. So governors are also a new addition to the Civ 6. So you've got these guys which you can appoint to cities, and they'll provide extra loyalty. Loyalty is kind of the grip you have on your city. So if you have a low loyalty city, then it may flip to other empire, rebel, and you might lose it. So it's an interesting mechanic. That's like the short story about that. So these guys help loyalty in check, and they have their own unique abilities. So because I think I like to appoint Pingala because Pingala is the one that focuses on science and culture, and ours is a little bit low right now, especially because we haven't built a campus. So I think that could help us balance out. So you can see it gives a boost to science and culture. This one gives +1 culture per each citizen, +1 science per each citizen. So it's a really good governor to have if you um, if you are trailing in these two areas. And yeah, there's this guy is good for defense. This guy is good for diplomacy. She's good. You can send them to city states and get extra envoys. This guy is good for religion, although I don't like him that much. I don't usually use him. Use him. I don't find him that useful, even if you're playing a religion game. I don't know if I don't know how to use them, but yeah, this guy is sort of the production heavy industry guy. This here, it's kind of the infrastructure governor. So she gives extra productions to what districts. She also makes coastal cities a lot stronger. Gives your builder extra charges. This one, as I mentioned, science and culture, and this one is the money governor. So yeah, I'm gonna go with this one right now, and I'm gonna put him in Rio de Janeiro because it's the only city we got right now. So this guy is gonna take 5 turns to establish. You can move them around, but it's gonna take every time you move them around, it takes some time for them to establish and really start contributing to the city. Okay, let's go here. So yeah, we should be settling this city next turn, and that would give us the boost to early empire. So I'm gonna go ahead and switch back there. So yeah, here you go. Our score, because we settled next to the river that can float. So
Look back
blood.
over the
Sorry.
past with its changing empires that rose and fell, and
So
you can
I
foresee
guess
the future too.
the game is rewarding us for taking the risk of sailing next to this river that can flood and damage our city and that. Let's see our policies. I think I'm gonna switch to urban planning because now we got a second city, and this +1 production is really gonna help. Um, this guy. I'm really not using that much of the military thing because we're not really building that much units. So yeah, let's improve our army a little bit. Take advantage of that. We're gonna get political philosophy. Well, only 24 turns. I think this is going slower than the Civ. More goody hats. And I don't know. Monument, I guess. This. Okay, we can get another governor title because of that civic. I'm gonna keep improving this guy. So right now we only get the first ability, but you can promote them. Or so you can either appoint another guy, another one of this, or promote your current one. So these things are limited. Like you're not gonna be able to get them all improved. You if you go tall in a sense, you're probably gonna be able to max out three of them, or you can go wide and recruit all of them, but not having them be as strong. So yeah, because we're a little bit trailing on science, I'm gonna go ahead and pick this. So this will give me +1 science per each citizen in Rio de Janeiro. So I think that's an immediate 5 science boost, which is really nice. Well, not immediate because he hasn't been established yet, but once he gets there, it will give us extra science. So yeah, we can check on the race. This guy's beating us, but we're well on our way. There's really no one else working towards a religion right now, so we're definitely getting one. Let's start moving this guy here to prepare for this city here. Move this guy here. Move here. Let's get one of these. Yeah, so called it Russia. So, would you like to? So same story. You can be hostile, or well, not hostile, but not friendly, or you can be friendly and say, "Hey, you're here." So you will be friendly. Yeah. So you can see here the river flooded. Two tiles got fertility, and probably our city got damaged. Oh no, we didn't. Good. Because the floodplains are only here, so if we had a city or a unit here, or improvement, it would get damaged. Okay, let's send you there. Okay, so you want to put this government plaza relatively early on. This is a really good district. It gives +1 adjacency bonus to any district adjacent to it, and you can only build one of these in your empire. So it's not like a regular district. Like I could put a holy site or a commercial hub in here, even though I already built one here. But if I put a government plaza, that's it. That's the only government plaza I'm gonna have in my empire. And this gives some unique has some unique buildings which gives you bonuses depending on your playstyle. So I'm gonna go ahead and place it here. I know I said it's generally a good idea to chop this first, but I don't really want to take the time to. Well, maybe I do. Maybe I do want to purchase a builder, but anyway, we don't have burns working, so I wouldn't. Oh, jeez, we don't have burns working, so I cannot actually put that in there. Oh god. I guess we'll go there. Jesus, you see, this is the kind of decisions you have to plan ahead. So, if you want to put a district here, you really want to prioritize getting burns working. But yeah, it's not the end of the world. Let's just go ahead and get another settler so we can put the city here. You generally want to expand fast because the more cities you have, it's not like Civ6 where you see our scouts no trap. Damn. Yeah. Anyway, as I was saying, the more cities you have, the better. White play is really favored in this game as opposed to Civ5, where tall play was the optimal strategy, but well, this is the Civ. We're not trying to play optimal, but yeah, that's a tip if you want to get it. Oh, another thing, diplomacy. Yeah, so the things you can do when you meet someone is declare friendship. You can send a delegation, which will improve their opinion towards you. Uh, and not much else. You can trade stuff, but there's not much we can trade. We can get up open borders, I guess. But he wants me to pay him, so I won't do that. I don't even know where he is. So you can denounce. You can declare war. Oh man, this game has so many concepts. Like it's been an hour and a half, and I haven't gone through half of them. But you get the idea. Make demand, ask for promise, so you can yeah, like Civ 5, not to settle near you, not to spy, not to convert to your religion, but you need diplo favor actually to ask these things. So another reason you want to be suzerain of these guys, because of the diplo favor. Casus Belli, which allows you to get less grievances from wars. So the grievances is actually these things is if you have a lot of grievances, other empires will not see you favorably. So it's kind of the warmonger penalty. So if you get a casus belli, you get less warmonger penalty basically. Uh, so I'm gonna go ahead and send him a delegation. Oh, he doesn't want it. If you send him a delegation, as I said, it improves your relationship, and it also gives you extra access level, so you can see more stuff about them. What are they researching? What are they building? Uh, Stuff like that. So it's kind of the espionage level. We got population, which is nice. So yeah, I think we're gonna get to these two and then stop there. I think that's a good stopping point. Also, I think that's gonna line up perfectly with us reaching the classical era. I wanted this to get a lot faster, but really I didn't expect there to be as much as... I guess when you play this frequently, there's not you don't really see how much new stuff this game introduces. Yes, it flooded again. This 1,000-year flood, very strong flood. As you can see, it fertilized 8 tiles, so this river bed now should look amazing. So yeah, you can see these tiles are now 3 food, 1 production in an unimproved tile. That's amazing. So yeah, that's the upside to settling on these quote-unquote risky locations. And yeah, you can see how our guy got damaged there, nearly killed. The city also took a hit, so I'm gonna tuck him in there, and hopefully he'll not die. Hopefully the river won't flood again. I don't like you here, so I might not be able to get those in time. We'll see. It would be a pain if it builds this. So yeah, these guys are really annoying. Yay! Discover currency.
Money, if it does not bring you happiness, will at least help you be miserable in comfort.
So as I said, generally good idea to place your districts even if you don't plan on building them right away. Do I want to harvest that? Nah. It just gives me a couple of food, and we're at their housing cap anyway. So this might be a good... well, let's just finish the settler first, um, and then we'll work on the granary so the city can keep growing. So yeah, you can see 6 out of 6. And if you go here, actually the food surplus is multiplied by 0.25. So you actually keep growing, but at a much slower pace. Oh no! I want mining. So yeah, you can see Pingala got established, and we immediately got a super boost to our science. I'm gonna keep one guy here in case this guy returns. Yeah, he got a little damage from the flood too. Let's heal. Oh jeez. I hope there's a yeah. There seems to be a way around here, so this guy may not be trapped. Another city state. Oh my god. We like that. Oh, there's someone here. I wonder who it is. Like, there's this jersey system where civs get different colors, so you can't always tell from the border color who the civ is. So right now we're sporting the regular jersey from Brazil, which is green and yellow, but we could be blue or and green. I think. Yeah, you can change the colors of the Civ borders basically. So it's not as easy to tell who this is. Might be Mongolia, or maybe even Russia. He's he looks friendly right now. Uh, so let's try and send the delegation once more. Yeah. So he accepted. It costs money, but you usually get one back with the same amount of money, and it's always good to have good relationship with AI. Well, at least I think so.
When you find yourself in a hole,
Yeah, so let's get bronze working so we can get rid of this rainforest. I know this is getting adjacency to the commercial hub, but we're gonna place the the government plaza, which gives +1 adjacency anyway, so it's not the end of the world if we remove this. Plus, it will get additional adjacency from being adjacent to districts. So this will, once we place the government plaza, this will be +6 gold, which is really nice too. Okay, so 2 turns left. I'm at much more. Another booty hunt.
divide and rule, a sound motto. Unite and lead, a better one.
Okay, so we unlocked political philosophy. We've got new governments. So because we're Brazil, I think oligarchy is really good for expansionists because your units get extra combat strength and extra experience. So if you're going for a military playstyle game, this is definitely the government for you. Even though autocracy has 2 military slots, I think these bonuses are more important. Autocracy, I really don't take it that much. It favors, I think, tall playstyle because it gives protection towards wonders and +1 yields for each government building and palace. So it really boosts your capital, but tall play is not something I do often, so I usually ignore it. And since we're not going on a militaristic path in this game, I think I'm gonna pick Classical Republic because it's got 2 economic policy slots, which are really good. I think economic policy slots are the best ones to have. And you also get a diplomatic, which with the amount of city states we have would be nice to have. Also, all cities where district receives +1 housing and +1 amenity, so that's nice. And it gains plus 15% great person points, which really synergizes well with Brazil because the unique leader ability of Brazil is, I think it helps great people generation. So yeah, we're gonna go through that. We lose our military policy slot, but we were not using it much anyway. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab, I guess, the gold from trade routes. Then I'm gonna go ahead and grab charismatic leader. This is really good if to when you first meet someone, you get two envoys instead of one for the first one you send them. So we might be switching between these, but because we're not sending envoys right now, the influence points is better. The influence point is this wheel right here. When you reach 50, you get an envoy to send. So this just will help us get this faster. So yeah, you can also save envoys when you get them, so we can really plug this in anytime we want. Uh, and actually, let's just put this one, just because there's not a lot of better ones. Well, I guess we could put this one in case we get an envoy or something. So yeah, let's just, this guy's gonna get pillaged. Frick. Well, let's start. No, not this way. Haha. Die. Goody hats. More population. Get Mr. real quick. So yeah, we can pretty much swap really fast. Also because we're playing in a really fast speed. Let's get the builder, because we wanna get rid of this. Let's see, campus would be a good campus. Here, I guess. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. This, what's the thing? Yeah, so no. Yeah, I think I'm gonna put a holy site in here sometime. Get rid of the maze, because the natural wonder and the mountains give it adjacency. But for now, let's just put a campus in here. So yeah, final turn. Russia's happy because we got a golden age and we are ahead of them. He likes Civs that are ahead of them for some reason.
I like to say I practice militant mysticism. I'm absolutely sure of some things that I don't quite know.
Okay, so let's go ahead and switch this one for this one, so we get their religion faster. So yeah, this is what. Oh, we actually got a golden age. So I guess you should have bet on that. Yeah, here's Russia. This is definitely the color of Russia. I don't remember which one this is. I think it's Mongolia. So yeah, as I said, there's a dedication you can make when you reach a golden age. Well, I think this is because we're playing on Prince, really. So it's really, and the online speed also helps. Really, this mechanic is not, I think it's not really well scaled for faster paced games. But yeah, we can pick one really powerful dedication. So this is a really good one, monumentality. Your civilian units, well, no, builders get to movement, and you can purchase them with faith. We're really not doing that much with our faith right now, so yeah, we purchase a settler or builder with faith, which is really strong. And yeah, there's free inquiry is not really that good because we don't have many commercial. Well, right now, later on it's good because we don't have many commercial hub and harbor districts. Sorry. So yeah, this is not. Each city receives one culture from each specialty district. We don't have many, so not really good ones. So yeah, the better one in this situation is definitely this one. And those change depending on what type of era you get. If you get a dark age or normal era, they won't be as powerful. So yeah, well we've been streaming for nearly 2 hours. I think it's time to wrap it up. So yeah, one quick thing I wanted to mention is a really big change from 6 to 6.5 is you don't really need to settle a coastal city to get out to the sea because of the harbor district. So you could, for example, settle a city here and build a harbor district here, and then your boats will, even if this is not on coast, your boats would be built in here, and you can go out to sea. But it's generally a good idea to settle if you're planning on settling near the coast. It's generally a good idea to settle a coastal city because then your harbor gets stronger. And your buildings in that harbor also think get give more yields to the city. I think so. Yeah, that's the final remark I wanted to make. There's a lot still that I didn't cover because we didn't get to the World Congress, for example. But I think if there's demand for it, we can schedule another tutorial later and keep playing this game. So yeah, thanks for tuning in. I hope this was productive and you learned a thing or two from it. Bye.